should record this, and I'll just and I'll put it up as an unlisted video and link it in the what's his face. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So hey everybody, if you just watched the Steins Gate live stream, we just watched episode 1 and 2. I said I'd come back in the Discord. I did. I recorded it. I'll put this up as an unlisted video. If I'm talking to you and you're hearing this, it's after the fact. You're on this unlisted video, but there we go. I'll make a pinned comment in the live stream and all that. So I just want to write down a few things just so we can have the whiteboard good. So next week we could just start. We could do what we do for summertime rendering, which is write our weekly notes and then write our notes for like our questions for that we carry over to each episode. So so yeah, that's what we'll do for Steins Gate. We'll take our weekly notes on the left, and then we'll do our questions we carry over, which will probably be 75,000 for these first 2 episodes. We'll keep our weekly questions to the right side. So here we go. All right, so fine. Excuse me. So I'll start off with Kyoma. Kyoma is Farah. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Farah, Lloyd, Mad, Mad Scientist, Yuri, a girl. They're not. See, I don't want to ask questions about her because we don't know much. All we've seen was her standing in the rain from something that he thought about. But a girl that hangs out with him. I'll say that. Hangs out with him. His name is Haru, right? The fat guy? She said she's a hostage. Yeah, there you go. She said she did say she was a hostage. She's hostage. Haru's Daru. Okay. Keep calling him the fat guy, but it's the only thing I can describe him as. Sorry. Daru is that's disrespectful. Super hacker. He loves his 2D waifus, right? Not 3D, 2D waifus. Okay, so that's Kyoma, Mayuri, Daru. Move this a little closer so it's a little clear. Different color. What is her name again? Kurisu. Okay. Kurisu died? Maybe? held uh held a conference on time travel quotes. Okay. I'll write this one in black. Apparently conference what is the name of the guy? This board's more useful than school boards. What's the name of the guy that we went to his conference at the beginning that was quote unquote stealing from John Titor? I just want to write his name down. The guy at the beginning we went to. The guy's conference, the one that supposedly got called off. That guy. Wait, are you guys making a funny? Are you guys making a funny? Is her name not Mayuri? Is it Mayuri? What's happening? Okay. I thought you guys were messing with me. That's why I was like, wait, what's happening? I thought I was having a moment. Hi, Pipe. Nakabachi. Called off. Apparently, conference held by Nakabachi was called off. Even though we what's even crazier is text we sent to Daru was from last week. Text we sent Daru was from last week. That gives me an idea. Wow, that gives me an idea. That the timelines aren't in sync. So like if he if we go with the idea that he definitely was in another timeline that kept the same consciousness, when he sent the message, that timeline legit was behind the timeline that we're currently in. And maybe the timeline is behind because it was started after the other timeline. So instead of them being directly parallel, one's just a little bit behind the other. I should write that down, but I'm not going to. It's recorded. So, information on Kyoma, Mayuri, Daru, and a little information on Kurisu. Conference was held. We have to talk about the satellite that crashed as well. Kyoma, apparently, wow, apparently, crash the whole thing with what's even crazier is the fact of, if that was an active satellite that somehow fell out of orbit and crashed to the earth, there should have been authorities notified or aware of the fact that something was falling from space. But apparently it just hit a building and no one had a freaking clue. Which makes me feel like the satellite came through time. The satellite is the cause for the time travel. I don't know. Kyoma, Mayuri, Daru, Kurisu conference. Text sent to Daru was from last week. Kyoma apparently left to see the crashed satellite. I should write in the morning. I'm not taking any notes on the boy that looks like a girl. What's the name of the chick that took the picture of I almost said Dazai. Kyoma. What's her name? That's the last thing I'm gonna write down. I don't think you guys can hear the music that's currently playing that I'm listening to, so I just look like well, the recording can, but Discord can't. Only when I speak. The speaker's right here. Okay. MLK. Okay. So. Paranoid as well. A photo of everything so that before slash after she saw it. Definitely question. I don't know, but I'll write that down. That's pretty much all the information I got. We talked about a bunch more, but that's all I'll leave on the board. Now, questions for next time. overarching question, and I have to leave a big brain theory at the top. That's what makes these fun. Like for summertime rendering, I left the big brain theory in the second episode. I left the big brain theory, so I have to leave a big brain theory that if it comes true, I'm a prophet. Well, I don't want to ever be called a prophet. There are no more prophets. But if it's a big brain theory, I could just gloat in the fact that I'm right. How about that? So question for next time is, are there different timelines? I had three theories and I don't remember what they all were. I only remember the hopping through timelines one. That's one question. Second question is, what could the second question be? I went to grab some food. So this is, I don't know if you can see him. It might be a little blurry. So it's, Kilma is paranoid. This looks like 2 R's, but it's definitely paranoid. Is a paranoid mad scientist. Mayuri is a girl that hangs out with them. She's a hostage. Daru is a super hacker that loves his 2D waifus. Produsu died, maybe held a conference on time travel being bogus. And then apparently a conference was held by Nakabachi, the guy that he disputed with Tider's evidence. Or Tider's theory, I should say. And that was called off apparently, even though we went to it in episode 1. The text that synonymous me equals Kilma. We equals Kilma. Text we sent to Daru was from last week, even though we thought we sent it this morning. Apparently we left to see the crashed satellite this morning and not the conference, which is interesting. Lends credence to the different timelines. And Mocha is paranoid as well, takes photos of everything so that she can be sure / have proof that she saw it. And she's looking for, that's what I want to write. I did not write. Also looking sloppy, whatever. Also looking for old computer. First question I have is, are there different timelines? I don't think I have another question. I have a big brain theory. I don't know if I have another question. Is Kilma the time? I'm only saying, is he the time traveler? Because he did say, from what Tider said, is that you can meet your past self. So I'm wondering, is there a possibility that John Tider is an alias and it could be Kilma? Just out of sync, maybe, possibly. That's just something out there. Is Kilma the time traveler? Titor, or is he unknowing time traveling? Did anyone else see the new show, The Time Traveler's Wife? I like the movie from like a decade ago. I'm not sure if I'm up on the series. That one scene in episode 3 2 or 3 took me out of it. I literally dropped the series. I think it's episode 3. Yeah, there's a Time Traveler's Wife series. I don't want to spoil it if you guys want to watch it, but it completely, I was like, I'm done. I don't know if I'm gonna, do you guys care? Well, someone might watch this and care. Whatever. So the time traveler, he time travels unwillingly. Like, if you know about it, like, he just time travels. Like, he just time travels. Wait, are you saying yes you want to know, or yes you don't care? Or yes you do care? Oh, so with his case of time traveling, it's not something that he willingly does. He just ends up time traveling. It's something like he can feel it coming on, it happens, he poofs. And it's only him that time travels. So it's not like, it's like he time travels, but throughout time they all time travel. It's weird. It gets weird. But he time travels. So he time traveled into the past and had sex with himself. And then his dad walked in the room, caught him, and that's how his dad found out that he was a time traveler. Because there was 2 versions of him in his room at the same time. Yeah. I was like, I'm done. I checked out. I was like, I'm checked out. I'm done. Yeah, I was like, I'm good. I'm like, that's weird. That's really weird. Talk about self-love. That's really weird to me. All right. Big brain theory is always in red. So, big brain theory. Kurisu is not convinced on time travel. She eats Kilma. She meets Kilma at some time period. And is convinced she is used as experiment and this is the longest big brain theory I've ever had. Goes wrong. Kilma is now time traveling. I'm gonna say TT for time traveling. Kim is now time traveling to fix. No, I'll just erase this. We'll write it again. Now time traveling to fix what happened. Oh gosh, I can't spell to save my life. To no avail. That's my big brain theory. Kurisu is not convinced on time travel. She meets Kyoma at some period and is convinced. She is then used as an experiment and it goes terribly wrong. Because it goes terribly wrong, Kyoma is now time traveling like a madman to fix what happened, but can't fix it. Which then leads to I have to write this down. Which leads to him going crazy and it affecting him. That's big brain theory. Now, what was my 2 points that I just erased? Okay, questions for next time are there multiple timelines? Second question was, is Kyoma time traveler? Like, or is TT unknowing? Two questions, big brain theory. Where are my messages at? I don't know. I didn't see any messages. Did you actually write them? Did you actually write the messages? I'll put the note just to be funny. Where did it say? Ruka, he's a guy. Ruka has the breathing of a big boobied Onesan and is a boy. Hate it. How did these markers write? Oh, not bad. I've never used these markers. I don't know why. All right. There we go. Board is all set. This is episode 1 and 2 notes. That's the title of the series. We equals Kyoma. TT equals time traveling. Big brain theory. We won't erase this. And here's our questions that we can erase each week. Are there multiple timelines? And is Kyoma a time traveler or is he time traveling unknowingly? And the part-timer Suzuha. Suzuha is part timer. Suzuha is part timer. Oh no, the message got time travel. All right. Okay, I just hear yelling. Okay, that's all I got. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would consider joining the Discord. We have these conversations all the time. If you watch Summertime Rendering, that's what the other side of this board is. We sit here for hours for Summertime Rendering. I don't think I'm necessarily going to sit here for hours with Steins Gate because I have access to the whole series. So it's like I could wait. But this is what we got. I feel good about this. I feel really good about my big brain theory. I don't know why, I just feel really good about it. It feels like the silver lining that just slid through my brain. It's like the punch when you're boxing. It's just like the punch that'll like knock someone out. You don't throw it hard, you just put it at the right spot, and it's just like boom. All right. So the big theory is that Kurisu, right? She's not convinced of time travel. I'm recording locally, so for Discord it's a little behind, but for the local recording it should be fine. This is the same issue that we're trying to figure out with movie night. So it'll be like if you're in the Discord during movie night, it'll probably be behind, but for the local recording that I'll use to edit, it should be good. Hopefully it's good. I'll review it after we stop. But the big brain theory, once again, and then I'll end the recording, is that Kurisu that we see in episode 2 after Kyoma and Daru, I want to say they both go to the place, that they're both no, scratch that. They both sit in and she has this whole conference or this whole presentation about how time travel is theoretically impossible, and not every example that Kyoma brings up gets shot down with all of her theories that she's come up with. So my big brain theory is in some timeline, I don't know when, maybe the first timeline, because at the beginning of episode 1 he says there's a beginning but there is no end. So maybe the first timeline before things start looping or craziness or start diverging, him and Kurisu meet each other. She's what's his face, and she's consistent throughout all of time that she's not convinced about time travel. She meets Kyoma and she then is convinced about time travel. I don't know if they end up in a relationship, but they end up working together, and she ends up like using herself, because as we see, they start off with bananas and maybe they work their way up to like from bananas to something else, from something else to an animal, from an animal to a person. They can't figure out who to use as a person. She offers herself. They send her back and it goes terribly wrong. Either she disappears, she dies, something happens, and because of that event going wrong, Kyoma then goes even more mad scientist, actual mad scientist, we'll say, and begins to time travel and creating all of these different diverging timelines that we hear Tider talk about that Kyoma's reflecting on. And through doing that, I don't know how, I can't think that far. I'm not well versed in the whole time travel stuff. It ends up affecting all Kyomas throughout every timeline. So now there's going to be like some Kyoma convergence possibly. And eventually we'll get to a point where we figure it out. But I think it leads him to go crazy and all that stuff. But that's my big brain theory, that all the whole, maybe everything is trying to save her, and that's only because she's in this timeline, she's alive, and all of a sudden she dies. What if Kyoma is killing her? That's not my theory, but I'm thinking, what if Kyoma is going through time, killing her every single time? What if he's doing that? don't know. The I don't want to make this seem like the Discord is telling me things, but if you watch the reaction, you know what I said. You know what I said. You know what I said. I definitely a bajillion % said that scream sounds like him. That sounds like he screamed. You know what? It could either be he time traveled, screamed in a fit of rage and killed her, or he time traveled and just missed the chance to save her and she had died in his face and he freaked out, time traveled again, and he did some yeah. Wait, hold on. I said that during the reaction. I was like, that scream sounds like him. I said that. Impromptu. Hold on. Let me kill this. Let me kill this. Hold on. Is it not working? Hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna rewatch the opening. And then I'm gonna skip ahead to the scream. Ah! Wait, you guys can hear this, can't? Hold on. Wait. I'm pretty sure that the sound is bleeding through. It is. It definitely is. Right here. Okay. It shouldn't be enough to get it. Let me go back a little bit. Sorry. Sorry. One more time. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I gotta dwell on that a little bit more. And this is totally the first time that this happened too. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Right there. Dude, that sounds like him. That sounds like him. It's the shadows. What's weird is that he just, it's like he dips. It's like he leaves, doesn't tell anyone, nothing. And what's crazy is that you can hear people talking and the subtitle gives us like, I heard someone's been stabbed. He's outside, but apparently right now there is no dead girl. There's only a satellite in the building because everyone is looking up. As soon as he sends that message, you know what? As soon as he sends the message about Kurisu being dead, he time travels. Or something weird happens with time. As soon as he pressed send on the fact that seemingly like she's confirmed that she's dead, I could spin that so many different ways. And she's the only person. That was him in the process of time traveling. Or something, whatever going on, it was like he's, dude, whatever was happening, it's like it took it a second for it to like fully register. Like in a video game, assets need to load in. That's what it felt like. It felt like things needed to load in for him. It's like he pressed send, everything went blank, and he's like wandering around. But he might to Mayuri, she might be looking at him, and he's just wandering around all the way up until she gets to him. But for him, everything is empty until like he sees her, and then once he sees her, then stuff just starts popping in, and now he's back. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm gonna get a headache. The more I'm gonna be like, I want to keep watching. I'm being dead serious. Like I don't want to react to this anymore. I just want to go upstairs and I want to keep watching until it's done so I can get to the end. This is going to drive me insane waiting till next week to try to watch this again. No, I don't know if I could do 3, but I'm at the point where I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to react to this anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Only thing is, yeah. It's weird. What if Kilma's deleting everything once she's dead? What if What if he's purging all the timelines? I don't know how you would do that, but like once she's dead, the timeline gets purged. And then he just moves over to the next timeline until she has to die again. And then once she's dead in the next timeline, it gets purged. Because it was like he pressed it, it's like she died. He confirmed she died, everyone deleted except for him. And then everything fills back in. And it's completely different from what we were experiencing earlier in the episode. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving because I'm gonna sit here and just keep coming up with theories over and over and over and over and over and over and over. We have a thick board right here. We filled up a lot of stuff. So I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys. Have a good one. And I will see you next Monday for episodes 3 and 4. So thank you, and I'll see you guys.